Alright, today I am going to show you how to make one of these little square guys. You can make other shapes too. I will show you another one you can make later, but for right now we're just going to focus on making a little square. What you need your beads, and it's very important that when you're doing your side beads, that for a square you get a multiple of 4. Because this is a very small square, we're only going to be using 8 of our side beads and then 4 of our corner beads. And just like that other one, I'm using some yellow for the sides and orange for the corners. And what you do is, and you need your string. This is just beading cord. I picked it up by mistake and I'm trying to use it up. But you can use whatever kind of cord you like. You can use fishing line, you can use elastic. I wouldn't use elastic unless you're going to be making a bracelet out of these, because they, the shapes will kind of start to sag a little bit if you use elastic. But, whatever you want to do, I am using the beading cord, and you take your side beads and you just string them on. Oops. I mean, it's very simple. And when you're done stringing on your side beads, you tie it just a couple times so that it's kind of, nice and secure. And this is the part where it gets a little bit weird, but just bear with me. We are going to take one of our corner beads, like this, and what we're going to do is, how for our star we skipped this bead and, put it through the next one? For this, we are going to go directly through this next bead right here. And we are also going to go through the next bead, because that is one of our sides. We have 2 beads per side. And it's going to look more like a square. The more points you put on it, the more corners you put on it. So once you got this, you're going to take one more of your corner beads, put it directly through the next bead and through that next bead. You're going to do the same with your third bead, your third corner bead. Just put it right through the next bead and right through the next bead. See, it looks, just like a little square now. And then you put on your last one. And sometimes it gets a little bit tricky on the last one because you've got the knot there. But, there we go. And you just pull it tight, and now as tight as you think you need it. And then you tie it off. I'm only doing 2 knots this time. Usually I do 3, but whatever. And when you're finished tying it off, you just snip off the ends. And there you've got your little square. Now, you can make these as big as you like. This is one that I made that's supposed to be worn as a single. As you can see, it's pretty big. I made this with elastic because I wanted to make sure that it was big enough to go around somebody's hand. But you don't have to, make it with elastic if you don't want to. You can also make triangles. This one has already been attached, these 2 have already been attached to a single. But with a triangle, obviously, for your side beads, you want to make sure that you get a multiple of 3, because we're having 3 sides on this one. I also made a big triangle. This one's not holding its shape very well, but that's okay. You can also attach shapes to each other. For this one, what I did was, when I was making the yellow one, on the last corner bead, instead of, taking a new corner bead, I just strung it directly through the orange one's corner bead, and that hooked them together. That's not the only way you can put these together, but that's just how I like to do it. And I actually made a whole bracelet out of these. And this time I did use elastic, because again, I wanted to make sure it would go over someone's hand. But you don't have to. Anyway, this was a tutorial on how to make these little square guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Hope it was informative, and I will see you next time.